Alright, I want to demonstrate some of the new stuff I've been working on. I haven't had a whole lot of time to work lately, but this has kind of been brewing in the back of my mind for a while. Actually, it was some of the first stuff I worked on, but I just got so frustrated with it. Didn't really know enough about dentistry or enough about Blender to make it happen. But things have progressed both in my education and in what Blender's capable of, and now it's actually pretty easy to do what I'm about to show you. So imagine for a second that what we're looking at is an arch wire, or kind of a pre-planned plane of occlusion for a denture, or maybe a full mouth rehab, or some other situation where you might want to kind of visualize the whole set of teeth on an arch, not just individual tooth by tooth. So if you want to kind of start with a basic plan and not have to place each individual tooth, this is going to be really helpful. So all I've done here is added a Bezier curve, extruded it once as it has 3 points. So 3 points, and then I duplicated it so you could so I could compare. And this is really about as simple as it gets in terms of curvatures. Here I have all the teeth oriented in kind of a silly way because of how they're set up for the other modules in the CAD, but we have those to work with. And what we want to do is make sure these teeth kind of fit together appropriately in terms of relative size, and then make sure they fit this arch appropriately. So the first thing that this little function is going to do is take the average crown width in the mesiodistal direction according to however many dental students Wolfel measured, and then, or extracted teeth, and then maybe some information from Wheeler. Right now I've just got this chart in here, and it's going to compare each of these teeth to each other, scale them so that they match the average tooth sizes. Then it's going to take the whole set and compare its length to this arch length. It's going to scale the set to match this, and then it's going to place them along the curve. So we'll select just the curve that we want. So this is the maxillary right. This is the maxillary right set of teeth. Sorry, they're upside down. And then we will place them along the curve like that. So that was pretty easy. So you can see it doesn't quite get all the widths perfect. It's because of the way it estimates width. It uses a box. So if the tooth is rotated at all, it's going to calculate the diagonal as the width. But at least it gets things pretty close. So what's neat about this, you can then go into the curve, grab a point on it, and move things around, and the teeth more or less follow. Now if we change the arch length, by playing with our, so we want to change the reveal kind of down the stretch here, the buccal quarter or whatever. Okay, so now the teeth don't fit. We simply select the curve again, run the script again. It'll resize them accordingly. Then we can kind of start to finish the job. It's too bad I don't have this hooked up with the bridge module, because I'd love to just throw a whole set of connectors on there to show you how you could just pop out a wraparound bridge. But for now, this is all I've got. And someday it'd be really nice to, you could set the intercanine length on an arch and then the posterior length on an arch, just like if you were picking denture teeth. You can pick the square, tapering, ovoid, arch forms, things like that, and just kind of boom, snap out a rough, proposal of an occlusion set. And maybe even if teeth match other teeth and function together, then you could have like a lingualized setup or a flat plane setup, things like that, just ready to rock and roll. Get you something proposed quickly that you can then tweak into place to get something nice out.